Ever wondered why sea pigs don't look like your typical farm pig? Maybe it's because they're not from this planet. Intrigued? Buckle up because we're diving deep into the alien theory of sea pigs. First off, let's set the record straight. Despite their name, sea pigs aren't oinkers who've decided to ditch the mud bath for a saltwater spa. No, these fascinating creatures are a type of sea cucumber, found in the deepest, darkest corners of the ocean, and they are as bizarre as they are captivating. Think of a chubby, transparent, leggy balloon, and you're halfway to picturing a sea pig. They're not winning any beauty contests anytime soon, but their peculiar appearance is just the tip of the iceberg. Or should we say, the peak of the ocean trench. Sea pigs are scavengers, using their tube-like feet to sift through the ocean floor's mud, seeking out delicious morsels of decaying plant and animal matter. Yum. But here's where it gets really interesting. These deep-sea oddballs have a secret weapon: their skin. It's so clear you can see their insides. It's like they have their own built-in X-ray system. If that's not enough to convince you of their alienness, consider their reproductive habits. Sea pigs are simultaneous hermaphrodites, meaning they possess both male and female reproductive organs at the same time. Talk about efficiency. Now let's get to the heart of our discussion: the alien theory. Some believe that these peculiar traits are beyond the realm of earthly evolution, that the sea pig's unique characteristics are a result of extraterrestrial influence. A wild idea, yes, but is it completely out of the realm of possibility? So if sea pigs aren't farm pigs gone rogue, what exactly are they? Could they really be extraterrestrial? Let's dive deeper in the next scene. Now I know what you're thinking. Sea pigs? Aliens? Surely that's a load of hogwash. But let's take a closer look, shall we? Sea pigs, scientifically known as scotoplanes, are deep-sea holothurians or sea cucumbers. They are about 4 to 6 inches long and their bodies are soft and pinkish, much like a pig's. But here's the kicker. They have tentacles. Yes, you heard it right. They have between 7 to 10 tentacular tube feet, which they use for walking along the ocean floor. They even have a set of antenna-like appendages on top of their bodies. If this doesn't scream alien, I don't know what does. Then there's their feeding habits. Sea pigs are deposit feeders. They use their tube feet to sift through the soft sediment of the seafloor, extracting organic matter for sustenance. Now imagine this: a creature with tentacles, sifting through the seafloor, feeding on the remains of dead organisms. Sounds like a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But it's not just their appearance and feeding habits that set them apart. It's also their habitat. Sea pigs are not the type of sea creatures you'd find in a casual snorkeling trip. They live in the abyssal plain, the flat, muddy regions of the deep sea, about 3,500 to 6,000 meters below the surface. This is a world devoid of sunlight, with extreme pressures and temperatures just above freezing. In other words, it's a world that might as well be alien to most life forms on Earth. Now, I must clarify that their name, sea pig, is a bit of a misnomer. They're not pigs, they're not even mammals. They're echinoderms, related to starfish and sea urchins, but let's be honest. Sea echinoderm just doesn't have the same ring to it. So, we've established that sea pigs are not your regular underwater critters. But does that make them aliens? Hang on, we're just getting to the exciting part. Alright folks, it's time to put on your tinfoil hats because we're about to delve into the alien theory of sea pigs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sea pigs? Aliens? What kind of seaweed has this guy been eating? Well, hear me out. First off, let's consider their appearance. Sea pigs are unlike anything we've seen on Earth. They have a soft, gelatinous body with a pinkish hue, and they have 5 to 7 pairs of enlarged tube feet that look like legs. They crawl around on the ocean floor like some kind of sci-fi creature. If that doesn't scream alien life form, I don't know what does. But it's not just their looks that are out of this world. Sea pigs have some pretty strange habits too. They're known to congregate in large groups, almost like they're having some kind of deep-sea convention. What are they discussing down there? The weather, the latest plankton trends, or maybe they're plotting an alien takeover? And let's not forget about their eating habits. Sea pigs are detritivores, meaning they eat decaying organic matter. They use their tube feet to feel around in the mud for food, then they shovel it into their mouth with their tentacles. It's like they're having a buffet at the bottom of the ocean. But here's the kicker: they have no brain to tell them when they've had enough. They'll just keep eating until they literally burst. If that's not alien behavior, I'm not sure what is. So we've got weird looks, strange habitats, and bizarre eating habits. Sounds like an alien to me. What about you? But wait, before we start calling the men in black, let's take a step back and look at the facts. Now I know the sea pig's unusual characteristics might have you thinking it's straight out of a science fiction flick. But let's not jump to conclusions. Let's dive into the scientific explanation for these oddities. First off, their translucent skin. It's not because they're trying to blend in with invisible alien comrades. It's actually a common trait among deep-sea creatures, a handy trick that helps them camouflage in the dark, deep ocean. And those tentacle-like appendages? Not alien antennae, they're tube feet. Sea pigs use these feet to move around and sense their environment. It's not quite as glamorous as telepathic communication with extraterrestrials, but it gets the job done. What about their ability to inflate and deflate their bodies, you ask? Well, it's not some alien morphing trick, it's a survival technique. When food is scarce, they shrink to conserve energy. When food is abundant, they expand to store nutrients. It's like the ultimate diet strategy, no alien technology required. And let's not forget about their bioluminescence. It's not a secret alien language or a way to signal their spaceship. It's actually a defense mechanism. When threatened, they emit light to confuse predators. So, no, they're not trying to phone home. Now, I'm not saying that the sea pig isn't unique, it certainly is. Its ability to live in the extreme conditions of the deep sea is nothing short of remarkable. It's a fascinating creature with its own set of strange but scientifically explainable characteristics. So, before we start searching the skies for UFOs, let's remember that our own oceans are filled with remarkable creatures that can seem out of this world. It's easy to mistake the extraordinary for the extraterrestrial, but sometimes the truth is just as interesting, if not more so. So maybe sea pigs aren't aliens after all, but they're still pretty cool, right? So, what's the verdict on our little underwater mystery? Are sea pigs aliens or just misunderstood sea cucumbers? Well, let's take a moment to dive back into what we've learned. We kicked off this bizarre journey by introducing the sea pig, a creature so alien-like it could make a Martian feel homesick. We then zoomed in closer, examining its peculiarities, from its translucent skin to its antenna-like tentacles. Then, we took a detour into the realm of the extraterrestrial. The alien theory suggested that these marine oddities might just be the result of some intergalactic hitchhiking. The theory wasn't without its merits. After all, the sea pig's otherworldly appearance and unique attributes are enough to make even the most skeptical among us raise an eyebrow. But, like a submarine sonar, we bounced back to reality, debunking the alien theory. We discussed how the sea pig's characteristics, though bizarre, are very much of this world. Their translucent bodies, a common trait among deep-sea creatures, those antenna-like tentacles, just an adaptation for feeling their way around the dark ocean floor. So, after this whirlpool of information, where do we end up? Well, it seems that while the sea pig could easily star in the next big sci-fi blockbuster, it's likely not an alien. Instead, it's just a very peculiar, very misunderstood sea cucumber. But isn't that what makes them so fascinating? Their capacity to make us question, to make us wonder, and to remind us of the vast, unexplored depths of our own planet? In the end, the sea pig serves as a testament to the incredible diversity of life on Earth, a reminder of the mysteries that still lie beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. So, whether they're aliens or not, one thing's for sure. Sea pigs certainly know how to keep us guessing. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and the seas.